Welcome to AutoWorld of Conway, where today we'll be previewing a beautiful, nearly pristine example of a 1968 Mercury Cougar. Now, I own a Cougar and have been a Cougar fanatic for over 25 years now, and I promise you, this is probably one of the nicest ones you'll find. Not as a salesman, but as an enthusiast, this car is absolutely stunning. Fully restored, fully documented restoration. We're going to spend some time today previewing this car, exactly what she has to offer, so you can understand what to expect to arrive at your driveway or garage after buying this lovely lady. Pardon me. So 68, first year of the marker lights in the rear quarters. This car finished in Grecian gold. I honestly can't say that I've seen this color on a Cougar before. See the steel styled wheels and the Mercury God there. Center cap wide, the 1-inch wide white wall tires, which is period correct, but radials. Bucket seats automatic. This car is equipped with air conditioning, power steering, and power disc brakes. This car renovation was begun in 2002. It came out of California, so no rust ever. We have documentation and photos of this lady in bare metal. You don't have to take my word for it, because they're just that, stories, unless you have proof. So receipts for all of the re-chrome bumper, doodads, parts, and pieces. The stainless, also highly polished. That is not reproduction, that is the real deal. If you've tried to restore one of these cars, you know how difficult it is to do and do well. This car has been enjoyed and driven, but still presents very, very fresh. You can tell it's painted in pieces, reassembled. Very thorough restoration. Again, after we do the walk around and driving, we'll go through some of the documentation for the rebuild. You see the power disc brake, the dual master cylinder, the Mercury air conditioner, and that is the original compressor. Wow, what a beautiful lady. She is long and she is straight. It's always had a vinyl top, roof. No blisters or bubbles anywhere to be found. It's always one of my concerns with vinyl roofs, as probably is yours also. But again, I'm fully confident that there is nothing hiding. Very surprised this does not have the XR7 trim for the options and how this car is equipped. You see the driver's remote door mirror there. Original quarter panels, beautiful. Factory seams, spot welds, everything's new. The seats in these Cougars, a little bit more comfortable in my opinion to the Mustangs. And this was a luxury sports car. The XR7 obviously would have wood grain dash here. Clock does not function. But everything else does. The Kenwood aftermarket stereo, nicely tucked under the factory. Whoa. Extra wiper switch. Oops. And the original owner's manual. Like this. There you go. There it is. So before we started up, I wanted to go to the trunk on the back of the car here. So again, factory panels. Re-chromed bumpers. I just had mine done to the tune of $1,000. Sequential lights function. So afterwards we'll go through this book of receipts and provenance. Again, look at this. Wow. Absolutely awesome. Spare. Oh, how sweet she is. I neglected this door. Trim tag here is the original fasteners. There's a close-up of that in our photo album. So you can decode that. DSO, where it was delivered new, and so on. 302 4-barrel C4 automatic. Go, that's it. Power plant, see the yellow top oil. HEI distributor, I can tell. It's like a Vertronic skid under the cap. You don't have to worry about points. So you know what, let's do this. Let's pull the headlights. Should. Push the button, see if we can catch it. There you go. And we had it parked overnight, and they were still closed this morning. So that's one of the common questions that we get for these cars. How do the headlight system? How's the vacuum system? I'm telling you, it's without further ado, let's take her for a ride. The paint on this is just absolutely beautiful. Again, a color. It almost resembles the honey gold on the Mustangs. Be able to turn the AC on. There. condition. Tuner.
Use Clorox products as directed. Rinse.
So yeah, that works. Let's put the windows up. Pretty hot outside. Like 98 degrees. So here we are at our main dealership. I've been 20 years now. Plastics and Specialty Division. It's my job to make these videos and take photos for you, so that way you can understand exactly what these cars have to offer. So my Cougar is 69, this is 68. Very few differences between the 67 and 68 models. Good power. Speed, nice and straight, easy to maneuver. This has got a Mustang center cap, no harm, no foul. The original steering wheels on these cars, frankly, are ugly, in my opinion. So if you were a purist, that would probably be something that you would change. Take down cable works. Hear the tone, pretty quiet tone out the back of the car. So that concludes the test drive portion. Let's do this. We'll go take a look at the provenance and documentation as to the rebuild of this car, so you can understand what she has to offer that way. So as mentioned, this 1969 Cougar is highly documented. So provided with the car, you'll receive this leather folio, which was assembled by the previous owner, that documents the entire process from their purchase in 2002 of this car from California. And this handwritten note kind of says it all as they evaluated the car. Each piece, they documented what functions, what doesn't function, the engine condition, also the appearance or lack thereof of rust. And so they clarify that for us, but then almost laughable, you hear they say, looks like we can do this for about $10,000. And even in 2002, that's pretty crazy. So to do this car today, I would say, if you were paying someone, about $30,000 would be minimal. So I kind of laughed, got a kick out of it. But again, they're handwritten notes as to the process from start to finish and what they expected to find. Then afterwards, nothing is better than pictures. So also in here, there are previous owners' names and phone numbers, so on. But here, this is worth, to me, as a collector, $1 million. So as they went through this Cougar, you see, down to bare metal. And they mention in their notes, 0 rust. And there is a picture of just one spot on the trunk drop-off. This is as they bought it in black primer. You can still see some evidence of the original Grecian gold paint in areas. Video is the best way to show this. So this is how they purchased the car. And again, under the hood, you can see it's had a vinyl top since new. And the filler that they used, as they mentioned, is only for door dings and dents, and also for straightening purposes. So you can see most, if you're in the body shop or body business, you understand that you may apply a bunch, but the amount that actually remains on the car is minimal. So look at the cowl panel, how beautiful the area is. These are typically known for rusting there at the vent. Original floors, all original sheet metal. Look at this. There's the engine after the rebuild. They documented brakes. All new suspension. Bodywork, there she is laid in the engine bay. So all this will accompany the purchase of the car. And then moving on, more telling for me, and this is what I call a fanatical type restoration. Someone that documents every nut, every bolt, every system, tabs for interior weather stripping, trunk, and so on, okay? You don't normally get this when you buy a classic car. Does this have value? Absolutely, it would to me. And then as we move on, some original literature. The car does have the original owner's manual in the glove box. And this last folder weighs about 3 pounds, which is every receipt that it took to restore this car. Now, I did not add these up. So that will be up to you, and probably they did not, to avoid from crying. Because as you go in, their $10,000 estimate just on one piece of paper was blown out of the water. So when you go and buy re-chrome bumpers from Ken's Cougars and things like that, you'll know and understand that you just cannot build this car. So again, more original literature, documentation, more than a car enthusiast. So I hope that this helps in your confidence level from buying this Cougar from us here at AutoWorld of Conway. As a Cougar lover myself, it's very difficult for me to pass up a car such as this. So until next time, I hope that you'll be pleased with this car in your driveway.